Hello, hello. Welcome to Margaret Being Margaret. Before we start, because I want to make the microphone active, I want to show you the piece that I keep breaking. Can you see this? It goes on this piece. Can't put it on because then you won't be able to hear me. And I keep breaking off this. This is the fourth or fifth time. It's very fragile. I'm a bull in the china shop. And I had to write to them again. They don't sell this piece and have no plans to keep it in their pots list online that I can order it from. But because I'm a good customer, they will send me some, that I pay for. But one of these points that I'm going to write to them and they're going to say, sorry, it sucks to be you. And I hope not, because this stupid system, and it's not a stupid system that goes with that, was almost $300. I broke 3 in the last 6 months. I ordered 4. I should have ordered a dozen. I'm going to stop and put it on now. Okay, let me get myself put together here. Today is, I don't know, it's Friday. I don't know what the date is anymore. I am undressing my tree. But before I do, one last time, I really enjoyed those. So those will come off. Come on, off. There we go. Let's talk for a minute. Not long. I actually do have things I'm supposed to be doing today. Let's see if I can do this. I will do one more video because I'm not prepared to do the New Year's Eve rituals video yet. I have to look up last year's so I don't miss any of the good rituals. But I will tell you that I've done it the last 2 years and my life has gotten better. Just saying. I take every little bit I can. This is funny. You don't know it, but I keep getting interrupted. I never get interrupted. First was to talk to Miss Nikki, my daughter-in-law. Everybody's sick. You know that when there's a baby in the family, every time you get together with other family, the baby gets it, and then it spreads like wildfire. I'm hoping it stays away from me. I am taking extra vitamin C and Zicam and trying to keep it at bay. The other one was, I didn't tell you, we had, I think on the 18th of December, well, I'm sure I mentioned it because it was one of those days where the rain was coming down sideways and so hard that Nikki and Mike wouldn't let me drive home until it let up. Well, the other day I was walking in the yard and there are shingles on the ground. This house is not going to let me go quietly into the night. I called the insurance company. They reminded me I have a $1,000 deductible. I want to take it because, 46 years I've lived in the house and haven't had an insurance claim. It's time. So next week, the insurance adjusters are coming out. I don't know how much damage. It's 3 stories up. It's up like the edges. But I called the roofers that did Mike Rose's house across the street. He recommended them very highly. And one of the guys just called after I only called him yesterday and said he's on the way over to take a look at it. I did tell them, I want them to give a good estimate so that I can give it to the adjuster when he said there's $50 worth of damage and I get to say, no, to repair it's going to be this much. Who knows? But it never ends. It was funny. The other day, Michael was talking to me, my son, and said, Ma, I always told you I didn't want you to sell that house. I wanted that house for an investment. Get rid of it. Just because it's cost me so much over the years. I think at this point, whoever gets it is going to be really lucky because I have gone through this. I might have to knock on wood. Nothing else should go wrong. Fingers crossed, knock on wood, do the hokey pokey, whatever I need, so that nothing happens to it. Other things, New Year's Eve, yes, I'll be in touch. We all have to get together and do our stupid rituals. One of them is if you want to find new love in your life in 2024, you should be wearing red underwear on New Year's Day. I'll go commando before that happens. Change of subject. In all seriousness, for a minute, the crazies are out. I have had to block 2 or 3 people this week just from being miserable trolls. There's a couple of people that I can just joke and say, Merry Christmas. Hope it's not just a bad day. Twice this week, I have been told off. I don't get it. If you don't like what I say, go away. And I'm not saying that mean. I never will understand the need to take other people down. So if you're having a bad time and this is the season that gets you down, take a deep breath, please. Somebody was really on me about the laundry room. I get it. The laundry room is a fiasco. The gentleman who did it didn't finish the sheetrock before the plumbers came. It's backwards. I had a contractor in to look at it. It would have been costly to take out. I would have had to take out all the plumbing, put new sheetrock over the whole thing. It was a big deal. Move the electric, and he told me to do exactly what I've done, and that's fill with spray foam insulation, which is horrible, and it's a bumpy mess, which he told me it would be, and I'm cutting it down with the knife. Somebody got very, very upset that I didn't pull out the washer and dryer to do it. Really? If I can work around that, for the last coat, I'm going to have to, but this has been a process. I can't keep moving a washer and dryer. Even I'm not stupid enough to try to keep doing that by myself. And we all know that my stupidity level can go quite high. I was going to get more spray foam, and somebody mentioned getting the spackle. I had been playing with that idea, and I did buy it, and I did buy the paint to match, and I'm going to stop playing with that and see how nice I can make it over the next couple of days. But for somebody to go nuts and scream at me in all caps about what an idiot I am, at least get the backstory. And I'm not just saying that about me. Before you lose your mind about something, get the facts, Jack. So that was my first one. My second one was somebody who yelled at me about not taking the cat to the vet. Well, I have since called the vet, and it's a vet that I take her to, and they said it doesn't sound like an emergency that they are going to be willing to deal with this week. She's now comfortable. She's eating a tiny bit. I don't know what it was. She hasn't thrown up in 2 or 3 days. I've been watching her closely. And for somebody who called me selfish, and what they called me is horribly selfish, and told me to stop drinking my damn tea and coffee if I can't afford the vet. Not sure the correlation. And they said, shame on me, and they tried to do a really good job shaming me. Yeah, okay, I get it, but I'm with watching her, and she's not in pain. And I know cats have a high pain threshold, and I'm still watching her. She's up and around. She's doing more resting than anything else, but she gets in bed with me at night and cuddles. So I'm not being horrible. I am being careful. And I've got to take a break. I'll be back. I'm back. This is the weirdest thing. That was just, the roofers showed up like 5 minutes after they called. And good news there, they don't think I need to replace the roof. They don't even think it needs patching right now, but they did agree to have the estimator come out, because the insurance adjuster, because it will need a roof in the next couple of years, and they want to be able to give an estimate on that. So another good job done. So anyway, that's, boy, it's ramping up around here. I'm going to go to the real estate attorney this afternoon. That's another thing. A couple of people have been concerned when I say, I'm drawing up plans, but I'm playing let's make a deal with Mike and Nikki, and thinking, okay, that's not good, that they've got to say. That's not the case at all. Mike and Nikki are not putting a word in on what I'm thinking, except when I'm way out in left field. We're just all trying to make sure we don't make any mistakes in this process. And I want to be respectful of the fact that This is an addition to their house, particularly if it goes over their garage and is a visible part of their landscape. I want it to look aesthetically pleasing to the homeowners. Outside of that, I will know more today what I have to do legally and what they have to do. Unfortunately, with them sick, they just said if the lawyer needs to ask any questions that I can't answer, just to call them and they'll answer them on the phone. We just want to make sure that we're not making any mistakes. So we're all on the same page. Mike and Nikki are so thoughtful about including me. And please don't worry, we're not going to do anything stupid, or I'm not going to do anything stupider than I would normally do. Kind of leaves it wide open, doesn't it? So have a good day or two, and I will check in either tomorrow or Saturday so that you don't make any huge mistakes for the new year. Take care. I'm done.